Negotiators for the US and Iran have reached a tentative deal to end the war. That's where we're starting the 7 from the Washington Post. I'm Hannah Jewell. It's Friday, May 29th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. Senior officials from the US and Iran yesterday said a framework of a deal had been agreed to end the months-long war. But it comes with a major caveat. It still requires approval from President Donald Trump and Iranian leadership. The potential agreement followed a night in which US and Iranian forces exchanged drone and missile fire. And it follows Trump's insistence in recent days that he was under no pressure to get a deal done. Negotiations have been snarled by disagreements over the Strait of Hormuz and over Iran's nuclear program. Meanwhile, Iran is demanding sanctions relief and the release of billions of dollars in frozen sovereign funds. Trump's attempts to close a deal with Iran also appear to be complicated by his relationship with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. He has pushed for further strikes. Continued fighting between Israel and the Iranian-backed group Hezbollah in Lebanon is straining efforts to reach a comprehensive deal. Dell was granted a $9.7 billion Pentagon contract after Trump bought company stock. That's number 2. Government disclosure forms show that on February 10th, Trump's portfolio acquired stock in Dell valued between $1 and $5 million. 9 days later, at a rally in Georgia, the president encouraged supporters to go out and buy a Dell computer. 3 additional purchases of Dell stock, all valued at or below $50,000, followed in March. Trump continued to praise Dell over the spring, most recently giving the company a shout-out during a White House Rose Garden luncheon. Less than 3 weeks later, Dell's stock surged in response to this week's announcement that the Defense Department had awarded the company's federal subsidiary a major military contract. Ethics experts are sounding the alarm over the deal, saying that Trump potentially stands to gain financially from it. Number 3. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer backtracked after saying she won't run for president in 2028. Whitmer has been widely viewed as a potential Democratic presidential candidate. She is term-limited next year after winning 2 gubernatorial elections in her key battleground state. So she surprised pundits yesterday when she said this in an interview with Fox 2 Detroit yesterday morning.
There's time until 2028, yes?
Of course there's time, but I think there will be a robust group of people running for president. I will not be one of them in 2028, I can tell you that.
But then, at a gathering of Michigan's top civic and business leaders hours later, Whitmer backtracked.
Okay, I need to correct the record on a couple of fronts. I didn't start talking about 2028. I got the 100th question of the morning about it, and I said, I'm not making plans, and I saw all the headlines. I never thought I would run for governor, so I guess I should know better to say, never say never.
Other Democratic governors also considered leading candidates for the party's 2028 primary include Gavin Newsom, Andy Beshear, Josh Shapiro, and J.B. Pritzker. Number 4. A Blue Origin rocket exploded on a Florida launch pad. Blue Origin is the rocket company owned by Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. Bezos also owns The Post. Yesterday, the company was making preparations to send its reusable New Glenn rocket to space in the coming weeks. The plan was for it to deliver satellites into low Earth orbit for Amazon to try and expand the retailer's broadband capabilities. But yesterday, that plan went pear-shaped. The explosion is a major setback for Blue Origin's ambitions. It's been looking to make inroads in a field dominated by Elon Musk's SpaceX. Both companies are contenders in NASA's quest to put humans back on the moon. Musk expressed sympathy for the explosion in an X post, but he was in no position to gloat. Just last week, a SpaceX Starship also went up in flames. Number 5. people lost spectacular amounts of weight on an experimental GLP-1 drug. This month, pharmaceutical company Eli Lilly unveiled that a new experimental weight loss drug led participants in late-stage clinical trials to shed 28% of their body weight on average. Taking the highest dose, patients lost 70 pounds on average after 80 weeks. And they didn't hit a plateau and stop losing weight, which commonly happens with other weight loss drugs. They just kept on shedding pounds. Those who stuck with the drug for 2 years lost 30.3% of their body weight. That's a big step up from existing GLP-1 medications. But doctors have warned that there are potential risks to shrinking your body that much. They say it would require much more medical management than patients get when they take other weight loss drugs. If it's approved, doctors say the drug would be most appropriate for people who need to lose a lot of weight. Number 6.
And that means that Shrey, you are the 2 times.
The Scripps National Spelling Bee has a new champion. Shrey Parikh is an 8th grader from California, and now he's officially the king of spelling. This is a comeback story. Last year, the longtime competitive speller was out of the race before nationals or even regionals began. That's because he spelled calipers incorrectly at his middle school's spelling bee. It's Calipers. Even I knew that. But this year, Shrey was back with a vengeance. During a spell-off between the final 2 competitors, he correctly spelled 32 words with a terrifying speed.
Taroni.
T-O-R-O-N-E.
Enthymeme.
E-N-T-H-Y-M-E-M-E.
Iguape.
I-G-U-A-P.
Denebola.
D-N-E-B-O-L-A.
Fedodo.
That thrilling audio comes to us from the Scripps National Spelling Bee YouTube channel. Shrey's championship word, the last one he spelled, was bromocryptine. According to Merriam-Webster, that's a polypeptide ergot derivative, which is apparently a medication. I did not know that. So congratulations to Shrey, who, having conquered spelling, says he might turn his attentions to the world of math competitions next. Good for him. And at number 7. A couple's romantic World War II letters are shrouded in mystery. Louis Speedy Weber and his wife Frances spent the first 3 years of their marriage apart as he fought in World War II. So they sent a lot of letters to each other. Louis used to call Frances nicknames like Knucklehead, Meatball, Shape, and that old classic, Legs. His letters included vivid descriptions of the Allied invasion of France in 1944. In 2022, an anonymous donor gave the collection of letters to the USO. That's the organization which has offered entertainment and support to service members since World War II. But very little is known about the couple's life after Louis returned from the war. Now, the USO hopes a new film called Pressure about the lead-up to the Normandy invasion will change that. One of its stars, Andrew Scott, recorded one of the letters before the film's release today. The USO hopes the video will encourage someone who knew the couple to come forward and tell them more. So, if you knew an old man who loved his leggy wife, fought in World War II, and is now buried with her in a Jewish cemetery in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, we're all dying to know where the nickname Meatball came from. That's the show for this week. The staff writers of The Seven are Jamie Ross, Izan Akabau, and me. Rennie Svernovsky is our producer. Special thanks to Driva Otla-Dotir for a tricky Icelandic pronunciation. John Taylor is our editor. Copy editing by Rebecca Branford and Kendra Nichols. Mixing and sound design is by Jim Briggs and Justin Garish. Our theme music is by Edith Mudge. I'm Hannah Jewell. Thanks for listening and have a great weekend. I'll meet you back here on Monday.